what has brought you here to the Netherlands to this event?
Well, it is an interesting event for the level of the speakers and also the audience. I think what everybody said is that there has been a good opportunity to mingle and to share ideas, which is the most important thing when you come to a conference like this one.
I'll tell you one thing about it, the ratio of bankers to vendors is incredible. I think they've done very, very well with that. One of the things I want to talk a wee bit about is, I want to go a little bit around why you do what you do. Because you're at the stage, you don't need to work if you don't want to. You have the choice as to what you do. So why go all around the world and speak on behalf of IBM at all of these events? What is it that you find motivates you to do this?
Well, first of all, my role in IBM is to coordinate and represent the thought leadership globally in banking and financial markets. And you produce thought leadership because you want to share with the audience and your clients. Second, the more you do that, the more you learn, because you get so many feedbacks, and that fits my curiosity. I've always been very curious. And third, but not least, I also pair my institutional role with my personal literature, such as the latest work, Banks and Fintech on Platform Economies, which is, I think, is important because it's a bit more theoretical, if you like, but in terms of positive theory, so theory that becomes a business model. And why is that? In essence, we are at the verge of a deep transformation of financial services, which is not easy. It's like you change the way you produce electricity from a carbon plant to a nuclear plant. Would you use the older theory? You would not. You would want physics to be to understand the problem in a different way. And the same here, I really had to work around the biological macro foundations of financial markets to see how banking theory could be rewritten in a way that corresponds to the opportunities which can be generated by digital technology on a more interconnected planet. And so that is the reason why we are also here today sharing part of my IBM research and part of my literature.
And that also ties in very neatly with some of the things we've been hearing on stage over the last couple of days. You said one thing that I kind of want to dive a little bit into about your curiosity. Mm-hmm. Where do you think that comes from? Because some people, they'll be like, yep, that's what it is. Where do you think you kind of, where does that come from, that kind of innate curiosity and desire to learn?
Look, two things. First, I remember when I graduated in business and administration and economics, I made the last exam and my dissertation around the asymmetry of information. And I confess I did not understand it. I learned it by heart, I researched upon it, but there was something that puzzled me a lot. And I think it's because after so many years of investigation, it was not explained to us the right way. So we live in a world where we believe that information is abundant and sufficient, and is never the case. And when it comes to financial services, that is really the case. That is not sufficient because nobody owns the future. So basically, we're looking at an industry that, in a sense, is made by a few people that pretend to know a bit more than what they do, and a lot of people that believe they know much less than what effectively they need. The reconciliation of this gap is where you can spring new value with digital technology by reconnecting banking and clients on a new value-generating perspective that enables them to resolve some of the complexities of today's economic environment for the benefit of the clients, the benefit of the banking employers, and the benefit of the banking shareholders. So in essence, I believe it starts from there. And then second, my business or professional life has been characterized by three moments. The first one, being curious to know a bit more about the details of finance, I started as a risk manager working for banks. So I built quantitative risk management models for trading floors, for credit counterparty risk management, and also for retail risk assessment. And I call that period the hell. Like
Okay,
in the
okay.
journey of Dante Alighieri in the Divine Comedy, if you know that Italian masterpiece, talking about Renaissance, by the way.
I do not, but throw in a clip.
Okay, so Dante Alighieri wrote the Divine Comedy, which is the first book in vulgar Italian, and is about the journey of him and Virgilio in hell through purgatory into heaven. Basically defined that structure that has been leveraged ever since in many textbooks and also religious perspective. But in essence, it's a very interesting book, that one. And unlike my professional life is similar, I started in the hell of banking, where you could see all the scenes possible of the financial system. I was a risk manager, and believe me, I even saw scenes that you're not aware of, and may see in the future. Okay. And then I decided at some point that I wanted to become a fintech entrepreneur, which is when I moved from Milan to Germany. And entrepreneurship is like purgatory. You know, whether in purgatory,
Yeah.
you're not in hell. You think you can go to heaven because you can make it good, but you have to suffer a lot. You make many mistakes. It's rewarding, but it's very complex, right? And then I had the opportunity to be acquired by IBM, and then I joined IBM, which in essence, I'm like technology for many is you know, the heaven of AI, the heaven of quantum computing. There's a bit more romance, if you like. So technology is not just a dream; is a serious business. But it can enable today digital transformation at a different level. However, what I discovered through all of these, the essence of banking, the importance and pain of entrepreneurship, and the capabilities or not of technology, is that in the end it is all about the human being, because I believe that's the same thing that Dante Alighieri found out, which is the element of consciousness, what really matters to us, what motivates us to make decisions, what is value, okay? And that is reflected in a lot of my work, because I think that one of the misunderstandings of the industry is the false definition of value. If you don't digitize value, if you don't define value, you cannot digitize value.
Yeah.
Right? And so here am I, that's what I pretend to contribute with. It's my little experience. I hope it enriches that of the others. Thank you.